putting some fog lights into the CRZ. I know it's kind of weird seeing me doing some stuff all by myself. I'm usually here with Christian, but he's kind of busy right now, and he's got a lot of stuff lined up for the EK. He's got a lot planned, and I've been helping him get all that stuff through because, you know, I'm the parts plug. And yeah, so we're gonna be doing some fog lights for the CRZ, since the glass that comes with the fog lights, the stock glass, is just straight garbage. And I know a lot of people that get the factory replacement stuff, it just doesn't even last a year. So my car's a 16, and this happened in 2017. And so yeah, I'm kind of tired of having to pick the snow out of here. So yeah, it's been kind of overdue for me to get new fog lights, but it was really worth the wait, because... Alright, so let's get started. I have my workbench just an absolute mess, but this will be getting cleaned up pretty soon as I get a new tool set, which would be coming pretty soon. All of this stuff is going to go in the garbage, or if anybody wants any of these tools, just hit me up, because I'm straight up just going to throw all this crap away. It's nothing except for these. These have saved my life a million times. If you ever got a strip bolt, there you go, get some of these, because they actually work. Cost you like 20 bucks. So, all these tools, just gonna get rid of it, because they're garbage, they're Walmart tools. Some guy kept all my good stuff. So, yeah, and then if you want a turb ski, hit that line up, you know what I mean? Success. So now what you're going to want to do once you have the bumper kind of, you know, taken apart, you want to disconnect this fog light right here. Alright guys, so now I have CRZ bumperless. This is the first time I've ever seen it personally bumperless. It looks just terrible. I hope I never have to run it like this. So have the bumper off. So the way Honda likes to sell their fog lights for this car, from when I used to work at the dealership, they quoted me over 300 bucks, even working there, for just to replace the glass on this. You would have to get from right here all the way right here, this whole plastic assembly. Like, they wanted 300 bucks for that. They wouldn't just sell you the glass, or they wouldn't just sell you that little piece that you'd need. They wanted the whole thing, but you know, whatever. Somebody else makes it cheaper somewhere for a reason. So they come nicely bubble wrapped and stuff. This stuff, save this for later. This is the fun stuff. Alright, so comes with two open-end wires like this. Comes with, so you would put these in this, just splice it together, and it goes directly to the other one, and it comes with more hardware. Which probably don't need this, but it's always nice to have extra hardware. And before I install everything, I'm just gonna set this all up and then... Alright guys, so the camera died. I already got this out. I kind of did a little ramble on how to get this out, but all it really is 1, 2, 3 screws, and that's it. This will come right out. And I just wanted to show you what this actually looks like, and all covered in snow too. You know, surprisingly, I would turn these on every so often and they would still work, and I'm really honestly surprised as to how this would work. Like, it's all rusty and crap on the bottom. So the next step to do is, before I actually set it up on there, I have to set these guys up. So power wires right here, this is a red wire, ground wire. I have to put these in here, obviously take this off, and then you're pretty set. But before I do that, I have to align it to the connector on the car already, so I'll have to do that in a bit once it's done charging. Quick side note, if any of you guys are alcoholics like me, and you like some modelo chelada, get some lime salt and just, you know, just right in there, just shake it up. You know, some dielectric grease would have worked out really well. Okay, so I figured that out. Goes in sideways and up forward. And then once you get these in, just push these grommets in, I'm assuming, so it doesn't get all wet in there. Which again, why I should have gotten some dielectric grease. So now it's all stuffed in there real good. I'm gonna go ahead and plug it in and I just don't know what I'm doing. There it is. I guess I just have to push these things a little bit further in, but there it is. Ooh, there it is. I saw it. So the Morimotos do work perfectly. The only issue, I knew they were gonna work. The only thing that I would have had an issue with is seeing if they actually mock up to the bumper, because they do look slightly bigger than stock, but we'll see when that comes, you know. But as of right now, looking pretty sharp. Alright guys, so here I have the side-by-side comparison. As you can, I don't know if you can tell on camera, but the Morimoto is 100%, just the slightest bit bigger. I'd say like an 11/32 of an inch or so, but it's very minimal. Like the holes line up on these and everything, but here is Morimoto. I don't know if you can see the projector in there. I'm pretty sure it's not that visible through the camera. Here's the stock. So obviously the black housing, everything's just going to do an even nicer of a look. So I'm going to go ahead and mock this up next to the LED so you can get a good comparison and see what. Alright guys, so here is the comparison. I know my headlights will get in the way a lot, but there's not much I can really do about that since this car doesn't allow me to have the fog light on separate. But let's see if I can get around. There it is. You can see that beam pattern right there coming off. And right there, that line you can see going across my wall, that's actually the LED. Here's the halogen, it just kind of bounces around everywhere, and it just, I don't know, it's not a really fair comparison to do indoors. Alright guys, so it's been about half an hour since I've last been in the garage. I had a little bit of issues with the camera. It unpaired itself and then it died. So I just went ahead and took off the other fog lamp right over here, and I have it mocked up right next to the Morimoto. So there's the Morimoto right there, so you can see kind of a comparison, because I really don't want to put it on the bumper and then have to take the bumper off again, so you can just kind of see the difference somehow, somewhat. I don't know, but I'm going to go ahead and set up the other Morimoto and then get all this set up too. So I'll be right back. Little side note, so in case you guys were wondering if Morimoto makes these oval shaped ones for the older Hondas, they do, and they are typically cheaper than these round ones are for whatever reason. These are 175 bucks. The other ones are, the oval ones are, I think, 130 bucks. And I feel like they're pretty worth it so far from what I've seen. I know I haven't really taken it out or whatever, but from what I've seen, it's pretty much worth the 175 bucks I paid. As I kind of thought, they are bigger than the stock ones for the CRZ. It's not too much bigger, but I'll show you. So there's this little nub right here that's supposed to fit in right there with all the other holes where the screws go. But if I put it in like that, it just kind of hangs over. I don't know if you guys can see that there. I don't know if you guys can see that there, but it doesn't really line up. It just kind of hangs over, but I will try my best to make that fit. I'm just trying to see how I can make that fit. And I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, so it looks like I was wrong. It just happens to be really weird, and you just have to squish it in all the way. So there it is, all mocked up, won't go anywhere, and fits perfect. So after I'm done putting in the other one, we'll see what it looks like all mocked up. Alright guys, so now that I have the fog lights on the bumper, I'm going ahead and put it back on the car, and the first thing to do is to plug in the new fog lights to the old ones. Alright, so now that I got the bumper back on, she was so annoying. Alright. But overall, it wasn't very hard. It was just more or less an annoyance. It was more or less an annoyance of getting the bumper back on, since it's... No, I just fucked the whole thing up by walking away from the camera. I'm so sorry, Christian. I'm so sorry. Alright, so now that I got the bumper back on, essentially that was the hardest part for me, just because I've never taken the bumper off this thing. It was just such a pain, honestly. I don't know what was such a pain about it, but I just ended up taking it all off again and then starting over instead of trying to figure it out here and here. So I just took it all off. It just took me like another 5 minutes just to figure it out again. So it was just a bunch of rambling around for no reason. As soon as I like saw it, I just like, it clicked in me, and I'm like, I am an idiot for not figuring it out earlier. But I'm gonna go ahead and pull the car out so you guys can see what it looks like. Pretty flush, pretty much. It looks like it came factory like that. If I were to put this on a scale of 1 to 10 on how hard it was, I'd put it on a solid 3 at most. Again, if you guys were wondering where to get these, I got these at lightworks.com. That wraps it up for me, guys. I'll go ahead and see what Christian's up to next.